How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. I sold out all my stocks a while ago. The stock market kept on going up. You might want to ask me, how do I feel about this? Do I feel like I lost out or something? I did not buy back in, nor do I plan to. And today I'm going to cover some reasons why I still think this way. This video is brought to you by Webull. Webull is a free trading app. A lot of apps you can trade for free, but not all apps is gonna give you 2 free stocks just for signing up and depositing $100. You get these 2 free stocks without spending any of your own money. That $100 that you deposit in there, you can very well take it back out after you get your free stock. Of course, this is a promotion and they really just want you to keep that app. Try the app out and see how well it works for you. I find that it gives you a lot of useful trading data. Check out my referral link down in the video description below. Now, a lot of people in the comment section keep on saying, what are you doing? You are essentially day trading. Now you become some sort of stock investor that's not doing the long-term thing where I'm doing index investing. I'm just talking about short-term trading that we know most people are not going to outperform the broader index. Why do I keep on doing this? Is because I feel like I'm in the position of knowing a little bit more information about the stock market because I do so much research every single day. Instead of going to work every single day, this is what I do for fun instead. I want to kind of speculate about the market and put my money where my mouth is. So far, there has been 2 really dramatic things that I've done that caused me to believe that I might be able to time the market a little bit. Number 1 is my Bitcoin sales 2 years ago. Number 2 is my Tesla sales about 6 months ago or so. I think most of you guys that are watching, 99% of you guys probably should not do what I do, nor am I giving any kind of investment advice. I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing personally over here and then, just seeing what's gonna happen. Now, let me get into why I have sold out of the market. Unemployment rate right now is 14.7% since the end of April. It's gone higher up than that since then. Estimates for May is a whopping 23.9%. This is crazy. There's a lot of people not working out there. They're taking unemployment. They might be getting that $600 extra. So there's a lot of people sitting at home getting unemployment and they have idle hands, that's what they say. Idle hand people, they tend to do a lot of other things like looting. The thing is, I think people are unhappy about it for being unemployed. And when you have this new protest stuff over George, it's kind of like a trigger to get everyone out on the streets and cause all this havoc. Amazon shuts hubs near protests. Target closes more stores. So what does this mean for Amazon, for Target? Well, if enough of them closes down, then it's going to impact their sales. This means it's going to impact their stock price. So this is something to watch out for. If these protests, if these looting get more and more out of hand, then the stock prices of those retailers, a lot of these retailers are getting looted and stuff, then the prices of even Amazon, it's going to trickle down a little bit. Now, of course, for Target, this is really a proportion of how many stores are closing versus how many is actually going to remain open. So far, it's a few dozen, but we don't know how far this is going to go. This is a developing thing. I was just watching the news right now, and people are in San Jose looting. People are in LA and Santa Monica looting. It's just crazy out there. You just don't want to be out there because you could easily get hurt. Aside from this, the stores do lose inventory when there's looting going on. So there's going to be some sort of write-down for the amount of goods that they lost. Even if they empty out the whole store, it might be like a few days worth. If you look at the unemployment, if there's mass unemployment, there are certain triggers that would cause people to come out and protest and possibly loot. So I think even if this George thing doesn't happen, there might be other things that would cause the same result just the same. You have this kind of social instability. When it's unstable, little things can trip it up and cause bigger things to happen. It actually happened way earlier than I thought it would in terms of looting. In the beginning when I thought, we're having shortages on food, there's going to be mass unemployment, people are going to come out and start looting, but look, it came from a different vector. Instead of coming from a food shortage and unemployment thing, it's kind of related. It's unemployment and, this George protesting. It came from a different vector. And the same thing happened. I joked around in the very beginning of this infection that I had to prepare myself In fact, I did a drill on my own just to make sure I can grab my weapons really quickly, just in case people try to invade my place over here. I think, this is prudent to do just so that you can be well practiced, and just, know where everything is, how to access your weapons. But then if I really think about it, I don't have that much to steal anyway, because, they might steal my handmade almond milk or something. I don't know. I guess I don't want them to steal my dinosaur over here. I think this is quite valuable. Leave a comment down in the video description below how much you think the dinosaur is worth, please. I have no idea how much this is worth. Let's say I go on eBay, right? What's your highest bid for this thing? Not that I'm gonna sell him though. I'm just wondering, how much is this guy worth? But here we are, the S&P futures is down about 0.7%. But then again, the futures, to me, whenever I look at it, it's like it doesn't indicate what the stock market is gonna do when it finally opens on Monday. It seems like people finally get to work on Monday, they start trading and they're like, oh my gosh, things are really crazy. And then the real action happens. So here's my prediction. I could be very, very wrong on this, but I feel like on Monday there could be like a mild to medium drop due to the crazy protests. A lot of stuff has gone on over the weekend. So many, a couple dozen cities already have protests, looting, there's like fires and stuff. The police cars are on fire. It's crazy. I've never seen something like this. So spread out everywhere. Now I think when the market opens, it could accelerate in either case. Of course, I can't just talk about the stock market going down, just talking about the protests and the looting. There's also the fact that when people loot, and there's this mass protest of a lot of people just not wearing masks and stuff, we're gonna see an uptick in the infection. With the infection largely affecting lower income people, because most of the lower income people have to work, they cannot work from home. The people that are going out to protest, that demographic is largely gonna have more percentage of people infected. Therefore, when you go out there, there's more danger of getting infections. Check this out, a really huge payroll drop over here of 11%. For the people that are still working, if you get less pay, there's less spending. A lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. So if you get 11% less pay, you might not be able to make your ends meet. You might have to cut back on some stuff. I think this might actually be partially compensated from people not spending as much, because during lockdown, people aren't buying as many things. They can't go to restaurants. They can't go to the mall and buy stuff. They can't go to the movie theaters. So I think with the pay cut, even if, let's say, we miraculously come out of this and people are able to go back to work, their pay is not going to suddenly jump back up 10%. They're very, very quick to reduce paychecks, but very slow to increase them. So this means that even if we come out of this, it's going to be a very slow recovery. Another thing that is sort of realizing this pessimism of me selling out of the stock market, we keep on getting really, really bad news. Now we have this escalating US-China trade war. From the news, it's getting very serious, including having Hong Kong sort of being treated like China now. They no longer have the special trading privileges anymore. So this is a really big thing. And each one of the countries seems to doing like a one-up thing. It's like, oh yeah, if you're doing this, I'm gonna do this. And then they're like, oh, if you're doing this, I'm gonna do this. And then it's like getting bigger and bigger like that. So there's a lot of issues hanging out there. But then the stock market, even with a lot of these things going on, it's still roaring up higher. But over the weekend, we have this protesting. We have this escalating US-China trade war that's kind of brewing and it's getting higher. And I would say the stock market has gone up a lot. And at its current value, I just don't understand how it can stay this way. With most of the company's earnings coming up, that's going to be horrendous. People are finally going to see how bad they are. One thing that does hang on my mind is that sometimes people anticipate it to be very bad. Some people are actually discounting the fact that, oh yeah, this is just a really bad quarter. We know that already because of this infection thing. But if we just kind of bounce back, people could almost just ignore Q2. So even if Q2 comes out and then go, oh, it's really bad, investors might just ignore it thinking, okay, it's just a one-time quarter thing. Next quarter is going to be back. Or it could stay up because of all these easy money monetary policy from the Federal Reserve. So there are these reasons on both sides of why the stock market could keep on staying up. And then, I personally think all these things I listed is going to outweigh all those other factors. So I do acknowledge that this might be a gamble. This is something I can't perfectly predict. You have to wait for history to unfold itself, and that's where I am at right now. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this update on all the things that I think is affecting the stock market right now. Again, check out my Webull referral link if you guys are interested in getting 2 free shares of stocks and help out this channel as well. And as always, don't forget to push that subscribe button and ring that bell icon. Thanks for watching.